Okay,
Smiles
so
and Tears, Foresight.
oh wow, 100k subs.
Go. And he still finds time for us. Love that for him.
Okay, here we go.
It's the 5 set now. It's gonna be it's a slower one. See, they haven't played that much. Do you see 5 sets?
2022 September is the last time.
And Bulby got the last one. But before that, fair game 2021. Well, they don't play that as often these days. But you'd think there's still a lot of like matchup history they know about. Zone knows what to do against Game & Watching. He knows the general game plan. Bulby knows the mix-ups he has. There's very little you can do against that down tilt if Zone is timing things right, and he's got it right like 4 times in a row. This time Bulby waiting, Zone from the tree too early.
It's a time where if you know it, you definitely know it, you're going to get a lot of benefit from it. And yeah, I mean, you know, back when this was a decently common matchup in 2019, people said that Palu was one of the characters that does very well in this matchup. But yeah, I mean, we don't really see this as often now, but yeah, I mean, let's see, because Palutena definitely has the tools to kind of space aerials on Game & Watch without the threat of up B. Able to kill Game & Watch decently early, and we saw the down tilts at ledge is also a very good tool. Okay, and Nair's going to clip, and went decently low enough to kind of deter Zone from trying to throw it out again.
Bulby's very tricky with that, using lovely, brilliant, gets himself out of the corner with tricky air dodge play, and then takes it to the fullest, gets the stock off, gets back in the corner.
Trusted was staying at the roll distance as he likes to do, but maybe thought another option was coming out, so didn't get the grab in, because that back throw is such a potent tool here. What is he going to go for? Bulby is so patient off the ledge, and that, you know, animations off the ledge from Game & Watch, very difficult to notice as compared to others, so you're not going to be able to react as easily to those. So it helped Bulby kind of get out of that, but Zone took the stock nonetheless, and is starting to build more percent here.
And it's we know Zone. He loves his reactionary ledge trap, stand the roll distance, dash attack on reaction. That doesn't work as well when the ledge animation is that ambiguous. There is a tell, you can look at his nose, but it's been a while. Maybe Zone's not catching up, he's not being as observant, hasn't seen it in a while.
Oh, very preemptive, but the get up attack not thrown out, but oh, the down smash read on the roll, but that forward smash not going to do it there, and the explosive flame is going to take the stock. Zone really loves that in certain situations when getting back from the corner.
What can Bulby do? Can he take this advantage to the fullest? Gets the chef.
Oh,
get
yeah, okay.
Slight drift back. Still follows up. There's no escape. Not getting the down
very
smash
late on the down smash. Maybe expected, you know, kind of Zone to hold down and go just past the ledge. Doesn't quite work out. It's going to have to work a bit more to get this kill. Because if Zone plays it right, it's not going to be giving Bulby the correct openings to threaten his stock. But that close quarters, that up smash is going to be very powerful and scary. Oh, miss input there, and you know, was at a high percent, but again, if you're making Game & Watch come to you to try and look for that kill, you're going to be able to tack on a decent amount of percent if you play your cards right. With that explosive flame just barely going to catch Bulby on the platform there, and once again, great use of specials, but that bucket has been filled, I believe, by the auto reticle only, so probably not going to do too much.
Oh, you got it? You good? You good?
Right.
Take it.
Dude.
Don't use your keys.
Yeah, there's an explosive flame again. The bucket, yeah, not doing too much, but gonna relieve some corner pressure there. But goes for that dash attack a bit hastily, and Zone is always looking for those options.
It's hard. Playing very disciplined, doesn't want to get reversaled, but it means Bulby is back in the game.
Yeah, we can see Zone is really just playing keep away here. Teleporting to the other side of the stage, if he feels that he's being pressured a bit too much, being backed into the corner, into an unfavorable position there. So Bulby has his work cut out for him to try and find this opening here.
He knows he wants a landing neutral, a landing fair or a landing back air, and he's going to keep threatening that. And it's on Bulby to deal with it.
Ooh, the commitment there on the dash attack. Oh my goodness, the down air spike! Oh, to hit the teleport. Zone overcommitted just slightly on a dash attack on a ledge trap. Not even that much of an overcommitment, but Bulby was able to take the stage control and get the downer off of just that.
It's very good to see Zone die for that, by the way. He does that versus everyone. We've seen him do it. A lot of the time it does work. He gets the sneaky sneak explosive flame to cheese out a game, but it severely limits the mix-ups he has. He had to do it at that explicit timing. Bulby knows the timing, and he got the perfect punish for it.
Yeah, especially at that distance, you can basically actually react to audio cues there to be able to get a downer if your downer is fast enough.
Wait, what do you react to? Is it like when she says "whoa"?
Yeah, at the startup. Because I mean, if she's closer, she grabs the ledge slightly faster. But if it's like a full distance up B, you are able to. I guess it's more easily reactable there.
Yeah, there was literally one timing that she could do that, and that was covered. And Zone knows that's like a kind of silly thing for him to do, but he gets away with it against most players. Bulby knows there's matchup, man. There's years of matchup knowledge between the two.
Yeah, I mean, played a lot back in 2019, so this is a matchup you had to know. I mean, still do, but Palutena was everywhere back then.
This was the Palu, the Game & Watch. Well, one of the Palus. But the London Palu.
Yep.
Well, Zone must be... He can tilt. When he has leads like that get thrown away because of like an unforced error, a lot of players will get their own head.
Yeah, especially against like Game & Watch, right?
Yeah. Like
if things start to slip, it's just gonna snowball. But Zone head is still in the game here. Takes that first stock with the back air. You know, game plan hasn't deviated much from what it has been. Just sticking to playing outside of Game & Watch with these big disjoints or, you know, well-spaced aerials. Okay. Oh, doesn't convert off the first neutral air, and Bulby reverses the situation. Yeah. That's, you know, you got to get as much percent as you can from the hits you can, because, you know, Game & Watch has a lot of kill moves there. The downer is one of them. Not going to do it just yet, but at 140%, even that F tilt by the ledge will do it. So Zone's got to be careful here.
Didn't mean to do that, Judge there. Oh well.
Oh yeah, teleports. Yeah, didn't really pull the trigger earlier, but finally Bulby believed he was gonna go to ledge, but there the dash tech is gonna take it. The missed tech into the jab with the push off. You have to think maybe a dash tech could have been on the cards there as a better follow-up, but regardless, Zone is in control here. This is a decent lead here, and it's going to be able to get a lot from this ledge play, but Bulby, brilliant timing mixed up there.
The dynamic changes so much when Zone just can't react, do his ultra zone stuff. He's like very preemptive about things, trying to up smash, trying to catch like ledge hang, trying to catch jump.
The F tilt, the first time we've seen it, but a decent edge guarding ledge trapping tool, because, you know, you can't really clank with that move very well. Okay, the forward throw. Got building percent here and there. We're going to see a back throw here. Bulby is not given Zone the roll once. Knows that that will be the end of his stock at this percent. So avoiding that option as much as possible. Okay, and there's the dash tech. Yeah, similarly, Zone avoiding most of Bulby's ledge traps here because of the mobility of Palutena, especially that teleport. Okay, that up air barely going to catch.
That's such a you can see the experience there. Like, Zone gets down throw, Bulby knows he can up B. Zone knows that Bulby can up B and just waits.
Okay, once again, yep. That down tilt. Again, you do have to time it to a certain degree, but it is decently lenient. So very good in this matchup there. That, you know, teleport cancel into the counter, so Zone is pulling out all the tricks here, and Bulby, knowing Zone likes to go for that explosive flame, pulls up the bucket.
How much does that do though?
Yeah, I don't know if a final hit was absorbed or not.
It's ready to go, but doesn't do enough.
Okay, it was not, but still gains Bulby the stage control here and the ledge trap, so gonna be able to threaten the stock here.
Sure, maybe not at this stage, only if he unlocks that avatar state. Not too many moves will kill here. I suppose back air is approaching the range. Down smash, his smash attack's going to do it.
But wow, yes, the dash attack. Palutena is privileged.
Oh, brilliant walk-up grab.
Okay.
Can he get the read? Not getting the back air. High up B, nair clipping. All to play for here.
Oh, the brilliant run through up smash. Yeah, it's one of those things where... Oh my goodness! The single hit of Explosive Flame, but Game Watch's recovery is very good, but forces him to get hit by that down tilt. There was no timing mix-up he could have gone for there, and that's going to do it. Catching the air dodge, down tilt forward air, barely going to take the stock, but taking the stock nonetheless. Zone answers back, and I mean, you know, Zone was in control most of game 1, takes game 2, so you have to think the momentum is definitely in his favor right now, but very competitive game, so Bulby can definitely swing this back. We saw in the earlier set he had with Maze Beans. Got demolished game 1 and answered back with a game win in game 2, so definitely resistant to gains in momentum for the opposing player.
Yeah, he is a player that gets better with time. More time to download. But then you can tell they know these interactions. They know what happens. It's just who's playing him right, who gets the right decisions.
Yeah. And once again, Bulby getting a lot of this from the corner actually. Zone not being able to get the ledge trap. Being a bit more hesitant to throw out perhaps some ledge trapping options, because the preemptive moves that you mentioned before on ledge trap weren't really working out that well, especially the up smash. But yeah, Bulby off to a decent start here. The down smash not hitting the teleport. Looks like it could have, but maybe the up B from not from below. You don't have those 2-frame animations.
Couldn't get 2 frames and didn't get hit before she grabbed ledge out the walk. Nice. Bulby, really good drift away to avoid the dash attack landing. So many players just get clipped by that and don't escape the blender.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're seeing the best spacing for the Chef ledge trap there. Was a bit too close that time, so didn't really threaten the Zone on ledge that as well as it could have just there. So Zone now has the stage control. Looking to take that stop once again. The down throw back air. He's going to keep throwing it out even if it's not connecting, because we know that Zone might pull the trigger on a read on an air dodge or jump afterwards later in this set.
Yeah, Zone doesn't have the tells at ledge. Not getting enough from these ledge situations. I suppose Bulby isn't as well, but he's got this conditioning down, locked down. So many like just landing grabs.
Oh,
knowing Zone is very scared of like up back airs, up smashes, trying to shield a lot. But eventually you're gonna take so much tick damage from throws that a shield poke from there will kill the 170.
Yeah, oh, and how do you're gonna have to take the stock decently quickly, because you know big commitments like that could be punished heavily. We know Game & Watch has a great punish game with that Nair, but instead it is Zone getting that down tilt forward air once again. The down tilt, the MVP for Zone against Bulby here because of being able to hit that up B. And he's gonna be able to get more % on the board here.
Nice back air to catch the get up.
Yeah, once again, Bulby is stuck here at the ledge. Delays it very slightly, so is able to get out of the corner, gets the get up attack there. But it's still kind of pressured in the corner. You know, Zone kind of holding center stage. But wow, brilliant drag down neutral air into the grab.
These up airs coming out applying a lot of pressure to Zone. Still able to get out into the corner. And willing to play that neutral facing backwards, threatening the landing aerials. That's why he's willing to give up space in this situation, but Bulby knows that he's going to overshoot. He's going to start coming at him. It's a very interesting dynamic.
Oh yeah, that dash attack is actually very good, because it will clip Palutena sometimes trying to go for that retreating back air because of how low it goes, and the back air not actually invincible for the entire character model, just kind of the shield, so the mid to upper part of Palutena's body. That down air is going to take it to retaliate. And yeah, that's one of the things you have to look out for. I mean, Zone has been, but Bulby, again, disciplined in when he chooses to throw that out. But once again, down to forward air, not going to do it. So Bulby is another lease in life here. Yeah, very low to try and avoid it with the timing mix-up. Once again, the dash attack going to catch, but Palutena has a really good dash attack of her own. Zone is even it up here and is going for the teleport cancels, trying to stir some confidence in himself. Oh yeah, they're kind of like trading like the hits that they don't expect to land. So they're not really able to get the big conversions.
It's worked out in Bulby's favor though, and he's willing to sit on this lead, make Zone come to him.
Yeah, Zone really throwing out these forward airs, but gets the pivot grab there.
Back throw for nothing though.
Yeah, but it is stage control that's very useful here. We know Zone is very good at it.
Bulby's up the tempo, and I'm not sure why. He's going in a lot, and Zone's ready for it. They're both a lot more aggressive than I'm expecting here in these situations. Maybe the pressure's getting to them.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, like, you don't want Zone to necessarily gain momentum from the stage control, so that might be why Bulby is fighting it. We can see that that's exactly what Zone wants, because look, Zone has taken the lead here. Okay, Bulby's going to answer right back here with these up airs, but Zone retreating to safety. You know, as long as you avoid kind of that down smash from Game & Watch, you're not at threat of losing your stock yet, but still have to play very careful here because you want to maintain the stage control. Bulby's going to sneak in the back air. How does Zone get around the chef? Wow, brilliant fake out there with the dash and dash out back to get the dash grab. And as you said, it's just a bit of damage here and there. And also, the more you grab your opponent sitting in shield, oh, the down smash, yeah, that's going to do it, the sour hit. But you got to imagine the strong hit would have also led to a kill. But landing those grabs, even though you're not getting the kill, you're just getting a bit of percent here and there. You're also opening up your opponent more. You're telling them that, you know, I know you're going to sit in shield, so, you know, I have a handle on what you're going to do, and your opponent's going to avoid that option a bit more just because they don't want to get caught by you at all. They don't want to let you tack on more percent. And so, further down the line, you're going to be able to sniff out jumps, rolls out of that shield.
Exactly. Bulby is playing that game very, very well. Exploiting the advantage he gets from the throw, even if it's not an outright kill compared to like a down smash or an up smash, and then just make the most out of it. Zone was a little frustrated that he lost that game. Has to hold his nerve. Has to win this war of attrition if he's gonna take the set against Bulby. Win game 5, get the run back against Maze Beans. Would mean a lot for him, even if it's just a local.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a local, but this is like, you know, the top 8 here is really, really high level. So
and stacked as a typical regional man.
Exactly. Yeah, we're sticking to the same stage here. I mean, we've seen it work out decently for both these characters, so, you know, they're sticking to their guns. Okay, that explosive flame gonna get absorbed. We've seen it, you know, good for damage, but Bulby's mainly using that to just get around the explosive flame without having to expend the air dodge. And we can see the chair here. Quiet. Oh, massive commitment there. Is he gonna be able to get out? Yeah, has that bucket as an option to kind of make up for the missed read there with the down air. Goes for the chair finally, but without the correct hits from neutral B's covering him. That's going to get back thrown, and Zone's going to take that stock. We haven't seen the, you know, that back throw has been decently useful, but, you know, in those tight moments there in the previous games, was not able to find it. We can see Zone is able to find more of those down airs. Well, down air from Bulby. Taking that once again. Zone tried to call it out, but, I mean, timing was slightly off.
Timing is everything here. Even if you got the right read, then get the right timing, you get popped for it. The same thing with how Bulby lost the first stock. He knew Zone was going to regular get up, tried to F-tilt to cover it, and Zone just got the timing right and got the back throw immediately, man.
Yeah, there's
2 steps to it.
This game is a game of timings. You can see, I guess the final hit of neutral, there's going to be a good combo here. That is 50% on the board for Bulby. What can you do to find the openings here? Yeah, forward air has been, you know, has seen some fair use. And definitely has its uses here. You can see that back air is going to sneak its way in. Bulby wants to get the less trap, tries to get the down smash, just barely misses. And you know, Bulby wants Zone to scrap with him, but Zone is trying his hardest to avoid those situations. Gets the run-up grab here. The back air is barely going to whiff. Tried to go for a tomahawk grab there, but you know the uppie is going to stuff it out regardless of whether you hit the shield or not because of how fast it is.
Dash attack out the corner, belligerent option, but Bulby positioned himself kind of poorly for it. And now he's ceded all advantage. It felt like he was his stock to take first. And now he's put himself into that awful spot off stage. And this down tilt forward air vortex just sort of keeps going on. Even if he gets to the corner, then have to get out.
Oh, the explosive flame. Yes. Zone has not done that for a while. He is known for that, but sometimes if you just keep it in the back pocket for a bit, your opponent might be looking out for too much of the other options you have been throwing out. So Zone able to sneak that in there, sitting at 175% here. How much percent can he get? Well, 3% it is. Bulby able to take that stock with the F tilt across stage. Yeah, once again, Zone staying in that position there. Gets the F tilt to combat the aerial from ledge. We haven't really seen that one so far, but we know that Zone is always looking out for those kinds of options. Oh my goodness!
What?
Just out of nowhere, gets the down throw side B. That's gonna be it. We thought, there's a lot of neutral still to be played here, a lot of interactions to go, but out of nowhere, just down throw side B from the corner, and that's just gonna do it. Bulby takes 3-1. It's gonna get his run back on Macebeans.
I would be fuming. I looked away. I assumed, you know what? Zone's got Bulby in the corner. He's just gonna take his time. He's gonna down tilt forward, do the rinse repeat, all that. I looked away. Bulby gets down for a 9 and right there, man. Diabolical stuff. Cheater behavior.
Robbery has been committed on this stream quite a few times tonight. But we hadn't seen that one so far. We finally do at the end of Losers Finals, so it is not Zone, but Bulby getting their run back here in Grand Finals.
I'm excited for it. That Bulby showed he knew what he was doing in the matchup back at winner semis. They'd go to game 3. Could definitely